I spent so much time going around trying to, you know, like pitch the Top Gear of gaming, and I should have just taken the word "of" out.
Yeah, there you go. Top Gear Gaming Show works a lot better.
I like it, so...
Focus testing, see?
First time two.
Unbelievable! It's ridiculous!
I was too busy smashing you.
So clearly we couldn't afford the theme music, but we could afford Gav Murphy.
Yes, very reasonable rate.
Am I being paid?
Oh, no, actually, no.
No, they're doing that on the...
It's a really reasonable rate.
Yeah.
Really.
The most reasonable.
Well, look, welcome. You're our first guest. How's it feel?
Exciting, man. Top Gear. I'm excited for everybody that I grew up with and my family to actually care about something that I do for once in my life.
That's a tragic tale.
That's going to be amazing, isn't it?
But we're happy to guide you through it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think for the first time ever, they'll be like, she doesn't work in IT.
For those of the guys out there that don't know you, do you want to explain a little bit about the kind of content that you do?
Video game content creator, is that a fair description of what you do?
I think for a 35-year-old man, I don't know if I really would like to call myself that. We basically make videos where we take the out of a mate of ours who plays notoriously hard games.
This is Retry, a Let's Play series about three idiot friends slowly losing their minds.
One of my favourite bits of content of your guys was when you basically tried to complete Dark Souls on a plane.
Yeah.
We're about to fly from Los Angeles all the way to London. We're going to see if it's possible to beat the entire original Dark Souls game in one flight.
Is it weird to be proud of that? Because I bloody well am. That's amazing.
First of all, that's really hard, obviously. But second of all, did you not just want to sleep?
Yeah, it absolutely destroyed us, but we managed to do it as well. So that
Well,
was
you
good.
celebrate on the plane when you complete it. And if I was sitting on that plane and three guys jumped up and started making a load of noise, I'd be like, do I need to phone a loved one? Like, a load of people making a load of noise.
Why are you doing? But it was so funny. You like checked yourself. You were like, yeah.
Ooh. But now people want us to do that. But obviously, we can't travel, so we're like.
How are you with car knowledge? Are you a car guy?
Don't rub your hands together like a weird
Let's talk
Machiavellian.
about cars.
Genuinely, I've been trying to rebuy my first ever car, which is a Peugeot.
That's amazing.
Yeah, Peugeot 309. That's my car knowledge, Peugeot 309s. My dad bought my Peugeot 309 for £120 when I was 17, right?
Your safety was not worth any more.
Absolutely not, no. But do you know how much Peugeot 309s go for now?
I'd say they can't have appreciated that much. Maybe a grand?
They are going for £20,000.
Get off.
I don't know what.
Why?
It's not my one, I wrote my one off, but...
That sounds like another story that we need to go over.
Mine barely worked. It was like, I pulled up the Tesco once, turned the key off, pulled the key out, and the car was still going.
What?
So I was like, so I rang up my dad, I was like, hi Dad, the car's not turning off. And he had to like direct me to press in some valve or lever or something.
Yeah.
It wasn't a valve.
And then...
I love this.
It wasn't a valve, Gav, but carry on.
Don't put your fake news out
Yeah,
here.
so he did that, and then the long-term fix, he was like, I paid 120 quid for it, and I think it would have cost...
I'm getting my money's worth.
Yeah. So it was basically like a switch or something inside it.
Yeah.
I heard the phrase top solenoid being chucked about a bit. I don't know if that was
That
connected
is
to it.
a good technical term.
He basically like tied a bit of rope around it, had the rope coming out of the bonnet all the way up into the driver's side window, which was constantly open then, and then onto the steering wheel. And basically, anytime I wanted to turn the car off, I had to be like,
That's amazing.
What?
But
ridiculous.
Also, I should stress, extremely unsafe.
Obviously, you know, you've been stuck in London, you live in London during the pandemic and stuff. There's not been an awful lot kind of going on. From your accent, I'm guessing you're not like local.
No, absolutely not. I'm from Wales, but I've lived in London for 14 years. So.
Yeah.
Are you leaving, Gav? Is this for you?
Is this for me? Take me back to Wales, mate.
Yeah, apparently
Down the M4.
So the producers have set us a challenge of driving from Buckingham Palace to Brixton in Watch Dogs Legion, which sounds pretty straightforward. The only thing I'm not so cool about is the fact that Gav's going to go first, because I don't think that's really...
Julia, it's our show. Put him in the cab.
I think we should put you in the cab. Look, Tom, our lovely taxi driver, is going to make sure you don't cheat. Oh, yeah, Gav, and pop this on. I'm going to direct you because I'm amazing at it, obviously.
Fair enough.
All right.
I'm going to drive because I'm amazing at it, obviously.
Tom, are you ready to set the fare running? Because obviously whoever has the cheapest fare out of ourselves and Gav is the winner. Right, OK, counting in. 3, 2, 1, go. OK, go. Right, OK. We just need to get to the river. So we want to go like round, forwards and then left.
Round, forwards and then round in which direction?
So like if Buckingham Palace is there, then the river is kind of over that way. Not that you can see the direction that I'm using my hand because I'm standing behind you.
Oh dear.
But, so like right to the left of Big Red, right to the left.
Right to the left. Thanks for that direction, Julia. That's
This is
super
exactly
helpful.
why people
Mountain
should just
curve.
use sat-navs.
Okay.
Straight across, that's the river.
Just follow the river. You eventually get there, right?
Exactly.
Is that how being a cabbie works?
But that must be, most of it's to do
Wouldn't
with
chose
rivering, right?
Westminster Bridge, but we'll go with this.
Do we lose points if we smash the cab up?
You've got to keep it immaculate.
Really?
Straight.
Straight?
Yes.
Okay. Fine.
We don't want too many harsh turns because that will make us puke. So.
Left.
Left.
We just need to find the oval. The oval, like round there, is how that we pinpoint where Brixton
Okay.
will be. Okay.
Where are we going?
Wait. Right.
That way?
Right.
You're standing behind me.
Okay, fine. Keep going straight. We should
good.
get to Brixton.
Brixton or Bristol?
Say Brixton. It says Brixton on that list.
So, right, tube station should just be on the left here. Stop.
On the left.
Stop.
Okay. No one needed that bus. Stop.
Done.
Right to the door. That's
There
the
you
kind of
go.
taxi service you're looking for.
Okay, stop. Tom, what's the fare?
Fares come to
£4.20.
420?
That's not bad.
That's a
But
great number.
From Buckingham Palace to Brixton.
But-
I'm getting that in real life.
What?
I'm going to have to fine you.
What?
be feeling a bit sick in the back if I was in the taxi.
Oh, come on.
right.
So I'm going to have to add a tenner on that because I've got to clean up the cab. Safe and reliable. You can't always be going as fast as racing cars.
What about
That's
being
the
parked
point.
in
It's a
the...
fine, but this is just conflicting information.
What about being parked in the ticket hall is unsafe?
So that is £14.20. Gav, you're up.
All right, Gav, I've set the benchmark.
All right, yeah.
It's going to be basically impossible to beat, but I'm
Okay.
going to let you
Oh,
try
right.
anyway, because I'm a kind guy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, crack on then. Off to Brixton.
Are we
3,
ready?
2, 1, go.
I like the zero preamble. He only just sat down in the chair.
But we
It's
don't want him
great.
too prepared. We don't want him
No.
looking at
I'm
the
not
map.
prepared, so I'm not even from this country.
We don't want him programming a GPS.
That's what I like to see. This is the route. This is better.
What?
Tom
This
loves
is
it.
not the route.
So where exactly do you think you are, Gav, at the moment?
Not Caerphilly. That's the big thing. How do I get to the M4? Don't worry about that. Don't worry
That
about
ambulance is there for later when you
about that.
slam into a
Yeah.
wall.
that. Can you give me any tips?
No,
Don't listen to them.
no
They were
help.
born here. They know what they're doing.
You've got to earn your knowledge, Gav. You've got to get there.
Well, it's Patsy. That's fine. I need to get over the bridge. Let's get over the bridge. Is this a bridge? Can I go over this, Tom?
Go for it.
Okay, thank you.
What is this bridge? Is this a
don't
real
know.
bridge?
No,
Is the
it's
bridge out? Is this going to be like Speed?
It is.
Tom,
Do it.
what have you done to me?
This looks like a
I
non-shot
mean-
Gav, this is going to end
As
really
a
poorly for you.
passenger, I would be
Tom, that's all
slightly
right.
terrified.
Tom, where are we?
It's all futuristic, but you're definitely in Battersea. That's 9 Elms Lane.
He knows the
sounds
So you've gone a
streets.
little bit too far west. So you've got to
What's-
almost come down or back on yourself.
Just give me a left, all right, mate?
Don't use compass points.
Well, I'm really lost now, so that's saying something.
Do you understand how badly you must be doing to get a taxi?
He
driver?
doesn't know where I am. He looks so cool.
You've broken the
upside down.
taxi driver. Do you get fired if you use GPS?
No.
Don't worry about that, Tom.
But I never do because it will get me fired because it does take the long
Tom,
way.
I'm going to fire you if you don't give me a left or right, mate.
Well, if you could get us back to London, Gav, that would be a good start.
Tom, I heard you giving them way better advice than this. Don't worry about that. So where would I go from here, Tom?
Right.
Right.
Well, carry on forward and then right.
You know when he says right, that doesn't mean turn immediately right into the building to your right.
What's a meter on, Tom, out of curiosity?
£8.20.
Oh, that's all right then.
That's actually pretty reasonable.
Oh, that's a big jump. Oh, no. If he doesn't get a £10 fine,
I shouldn't
I
get
am
penalised for
gonna...
that.
Follow that taxi.
Just go forward.
Right.
That bridge literally says Brixton on it.
Tom, I think I found Brixton. I used to live down this street.
What do you
Well,
mean
you used to live in Brixton?
What?
How are you so bad at finding it? Stop the meter.
The meter brings us up to £9.
That's
Is
fantastic.
he getting it? Come on.
For someone-
Drove
for someone-
We saw
Tom.
some good aerial shots of London.
There we go.
Yeah.
So that's good value for money, if you like.
someone-
Oh my God, what is
Tom,
this, Tom?
don't listen to them, Tom. For someone who was born in a different country,
So long as you've learned a little bit about London on the way, I'm happy.
oh, thank you very much, Tom.
I'm leaving. This is
Unbelievable.
ridiculous.
Well, joke's
There's
on you,
no
Tom, because
way.
I was going to book you home, but now I'm not. Now, we have with us Sean Crooks from Ubisoft, who is the team behind Watch Dogs Legion, and he's here to talk to us about AI and driverless cars and things like that.
Why did you guys decide to set Watch Dogs Legion in England, in London rather?
London is a very diverse city. So the idea that you can play anyone in the city, having a diverse set of people to choose from with different abilities and backgrounds was really important to us. But also London has crazy amount of iconic landmarks, strong counterculture. So for people to discover and learn about a a popular city, it was a great place to explore.
How much kind of wrecking did you do going to London? Did you like drive around the streets? What did you do?
So basically, we take teams down to the different districts. We split up. We take a district of London, each for the borough of London, and we just do extensive photo reference. We take sound teams and collect the ambience. We meet local businesses.
I think he means that they went into local pubs.
Yeah, well, you'll be pleased to hear we've had a cabbie here with us who was very impressed by the authenticity of your version of London, and he was actually able to work out some of the roads and some of the routes, so you've done a good job, I think.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot. It's a tough thing to pull off. When you have to try and create the essence of a city, it's a big effort. So the fact that we're getting lots of positive feedback, people recognizing their houses or where they work, able to navigate from A to B because they live in London, it's pretty cool, especially during these times.
Talking of navigating, obviously Watch Dogs Legion is set in the near future, and one of the things you guys have put into the game is autonomous vehicles, driverless cars. How do you see the sort of AI in a video game, working out sort of traffic AI in a video game? How do you see that as relating to real-world autonomous cars? Are there things that you guys can learn from each other?
Actually, that's an interesting question because we did hit some real-life troubles, the things that actually real-life driverless cars would have, and also we had a few easy wins that that we don't have to deal with that the real world does. So, for example, in the real world, driverless cars have to deal with a lot more impactful choices, such as the decisions about the ethics of whether they should or shouldn't cause a collision to save one car or another, and which car should take preference.
I want to know what's in that code, because I bet there is something about, like, if it's a Bentley, avoid it at all costs.
Speaking as someone who understands AI and understands driverless cars to a degree based on your work on the game, how close are we to the dream scenario where I can drive to the pub, have 3 pints, and then fall asleep in the back of my car while it drives me home?
The pinnacle use of driverless cars, right?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
I think we're extremely close. It's inevitable that's where we'll end up, and there'll be some interesting questions and ethical concerns about that for sure.
I've got a question for you, Sean, which is, and don't let the fact that this is a Top Gear show where you might just cut the call off abruptly influence your answer in any way, but do you think you'll ever get to the point where, you'll just want a driverless car and you won't want to drive a car again?
It's a very good question, but I think you'll never get over wanting to drive a car.
Yes.
Yes!
Correct answer.
He's allowed to stay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Convenience versus fun, right? That's the question. One day is convenient, but other days you want the fun of driving.
Now it's time for Star in a reasonably still car with our guest, Gav Murphy. Gav Murphy, how do you feel right now?
Yeah, pretty excited.
It's a lap of the Top Gear test track in a Maserati Ghibli from 1997. It's a fine machine. Please bring it back in one piece. Are you ready?
I am Michael.
Good to hear. Hit that start race button and let's go.
Let's see what all Mike's training can do for you now.
Don't put this on me. Up to third, very nice. Trying to sound less like my own driving instructor.
I think your slightly posh accent, Mike. Like, oh, a
brake.
to 4.
Done very well.
Very well.
Yeah. Brake.
Oh no.
You were busy sassing me.
I was too busy sassing you.
That's what happens.
Okay.
No more sass, Mike, okay?
Down to second for Chicago.
Sweet.
There we go, that's the stuff.
Ah, City of Angels, Chicago.
Feed the power on. Yes, good.
That's all right, wasn't it?
Okay, this is a fast bit, Gav.
Here we
Okay.
go. Foots down,
Go, go, go,
foots
go, go,
down.
go.
Up to fourth, Mike. You like that?
That's good,
Yes.
yeah.
There you go.
Mike
Gears,
loves a bit
gears,
of-
Mike. You hear that?
You are going to want to slow down for Hammerhead, though.
Okay, right. Hammerhead. Look at this.
This is
That's
great.
an unorthodox line.
I mean,
but
we're supposed to sort of stay in the...
Well, that's the thing. I'm kind of
cones, but-
afraid of that one, so I thought if I sort of sneak past it, he might not notice me. If this was a real car, would it still be going?
I think it would be making some fairly horrible noises right now.
Here we go. Look at this.
This has got big driving to the shops energy.
Yeah, you're supposed to be doing a fast lap.
Okay, big stop coming up here. Down to third. You're already in third, that's fine.
Okay.
Or take it in second. Are you parking? Is that what's happening here?
I'm afraid, Michael. I'm afraid.
I swear this is just like the first time someone's like getting a lesson in the park, like a parking
so
lot.
sedate.
I don't want to kill those people.
You're not
there
going
you
to
go,
kill
there you go,
anyone.
there you go.
That's the finish line, across the line.
Gav Murphy, you did it in 1 minute 52.2.
That's not bad.
Under 2 minutes?
Yeah.
It's not terrible.
I'm up for that. Also, I came first.
I mean,
well,
yeah.
you're the only one competing.
Details, details. I am number 1. It's fine.
We'll find out when we get some more people in our reasonably still car. But I think that's a good effort, Gav. Well done.
Thank you, guys.
For a man who's never driven a car in real life.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you have. Oh. Awkward.
Oh, this is way harder than it looks.
Am I allowed to touch it?
Like, it's not my car, obviously.
That's really painful. Who invented that?
Oh, no. I'm not going to beat Gav. I'm not in my pants.
No!